everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Brady's Patriots going up against Deshaun Watson's Texans.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lewis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd and short. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Again, it's Lewis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
Well, that's the way you want to get an opening drive going, right? Because so often it's a tone setter. And I think even better when you're able to pick it up and convert with a running play. Because the last thing you want to do is play what I call rocket football. 1, 2, 3, kick.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the ball, that to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 3-yard line. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And it's up and good. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lawrence Guy in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Watson now on second down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Watson on first down. Caught. It's Ellington. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On second down, here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Watson looks to throw again. Caught left side Hopkins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds his man Griffin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 26 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, we got a second here before this next drive starts. It seems like every week we're talking injuries, and we had 3 quarterback shoulder injuries from this last week.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate because we're talking about some of the most recognizable players in the league. Jameis Winston really coming on as a young quarterback. Trevor Siemian, captain of the Denver Broncos, and won the job for a 2nd year in a row. And, of course, Aaron Rodgers may be the best quarterback in the league. You know, Rodgers probably gone for the season. Winston, I think they could have brought him back, but they were cautious with him and kept him out of the game. And Siemian did play in the second half in their loss to the Giants.
Yeah, that's the good news. 2 of the 3 able to return. Unfortunately for Rodgers, not looking so good. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. To throw on second down. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And before this next offensive drive gets going, you know, we still have 2 0-6 teams in the NFL, the 49ers and the Browns. And you're looking at me because I know you made a prediction that one of these two teams would win this past week.
Yeah, we had the Giants in there going into it as well, right? We had the Giants, 49ers, and Browns, and I predicted that the Browns would be the first to get off the schneid. Instead, it was the Giants. So the Browns looking at me a little crooked eye, aren't they? Like, hey, just leave us alone and let us play. Don't make any more predictions, man.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Lewis. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Letting one go deep here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Brady to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Offense coming back out for Houston. You and I have had discussions about this offense and how potent it can be with Watson, but it might need to be potent given all the injuries on defense.
Yeah, it's a good point, but we weren't even sure that this offense would be this high-powered, were we? Rookie quarterback in Deshaun Watson. We thought they had the right defense for him to play, right? Because you had the #1 ranked defense in the NFL last year. J.J. Watt, Whitney Merciless, Brian Cushing. None of them in the lineup right now. So you're right, that offense has had to change up and become the driver of this football team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. So, sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second half begins with a run from Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Alan Branch coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go. 190.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 11. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Patriots take over. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. Brady now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bernardrick McKinney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Fresh set of downs here. Play clock winding down. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here we go. 190.
Third and long. It's Watson. Flushed out right. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And tough starting field position here. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go.
They try again with Lewis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Now a toss play to Lewis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock making him do it that way, didn't it?
Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And now running right through it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
On the counter, it's Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Now Watson off the bootleg. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Look, Dion Lewis, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, 49 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. To throw on second is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12.